Hey guys, welcome to Raj Makes Money. How are all my money makers doing today? And hopefully you guys had a great day in the market again. Unfortunately for me, I did not have a winning day. I came close. I was up most of the day, and then unfortunately CCIV, one of our largest holdings, dipped in the afternoon, but we did have some other ones that came on strong today, and one that's even coming on stronger after hours, so hopefully that one continues. But the markets, basically all of Monday's declines have come all the way back and back into the positive. So strong recovery in the markets, and just strong recovery. What can I say? The markets are continuing to go. Unfortunately, a lot of the meme stocks were down today, and cryptocurrency was back up. So what happens is when they sell off their cryptocurrency and come back into the stocks, you see the stocks in the meme, those crazier stocks run, and when they sell off those stocks, they seem to go back into cryptocurrency. So bouncing around, I still don't think cryptocurrency is out of the woods, and I think Bitcoin and a lot of them will still continue to come down, but they did have a nice bounce today, and we'll take a look at those, see how they're doing. But for me, so like I said, I had three of them that did terrific today. IDEX was up today. Clover Health today had one of its biggest days in a long time up, and after hours, it is up even more. So this one is definitely, starting to turn around, and this is one, this thing went to $28, in a matter of 2 days when this thing took off, and it also, came back down. It kind of hung out around that $13, $14 level. It looked like there was some support building for it, 13 to 12, 11, 10, and then all of a sudden it just kind of crashed down to that high sevens. But it started bouncing back, and after hours right now is up another 40, 50 cents. It's been as high as like 70, 80 cents after hours. So this could be, getting ready to do something. I don't know what the news is on it. Jaguar Health today up another 3 cents, so at least it's not down. And of course, IDX is coming back. That thing was all the way down there. Hopefully, this one get back up to $3 or so. Love to see it back at 3.5. I haven't hedged any of it yet. I wrote calls against it just because it's so low. Jaguar Health, I could write at 5 cents. So give us a little money for the 250s, but. Might as well take some chips off the table. Now, as you can see, so today, unfortunately, our CCIV, our 8,000 contracts, at one point they were $3.60 today. They were up huge. And when CCIV was up almost to $25 today, then like I said, unfortunately, towards the end of the day, it just crashed. Not sure why. Tomorrow is the big vote, and then Friday is the big name change. So hopefully it picks up some momentum. Like I said, my ideal situation, anywhere between $24, $25 is good with me. But no matter what, in hedges right now, we still have $345,000. So while we did pick up today 260,000 or so, we got back. This position went down 428,000. So it's a large position. When this thing moves 10 cents, it's $80,000 up or down. So you have some really, really big swings on that one and stuff. But I like it a lot. I think it's going somewhere. And, like I said, yesterday we had a nice update. Today, a little profit taking. The moment of truth is tomorrow. But one thing is, tomorrow if it is up, and depending on where it is and how things are going with it, or even down, I may look to write next Friday's 25 calls or whatever I want to hedge against, because that's where the big money is going to come into play. Like I said, it's looking really nice. There's about an 80-cent spread. So, on 8,000 contracts at 80 cents, a $640,000 hedge. And we have a long time on these. This isn't like this expires tomorrow. There probably is some volatility premiums in here right now because of the vote and the merger that could get reduced. But this one stayed pretty solid and stuff as far as premiums and stuff. But like I said, unfortunately it's down today after hours, down a little bit more. Was down all the way to 22.66, so it had a nice bounce. Was as high as 24.92. But yeah, like I said, Clover Health, this is the big one. Is this one hopefully maybe making the big turnaround and, could bounce quick after hours, like I said, up another 50 cents. You could have made so much money on this. The other day, because I almost sold the calls, and I was like, I don't know, maybe this thing comes back a point or two. I don't want to, I like to get out of it, but I said, I don't want to sell myself short, for 10 cents, 15 cents, on 80,000 shares, make 10 grand. This thing runs 2 points, and I just lost 160 grand. I have a feeling I'm going to have to take a loss and get out of this stock, but, I'd rather get out of it at 10 or 11 and get a couple of $100 grand back. Than all the way, at $7. So definitely watch it tomorrow. Maybe I'll write the $10 calls on it for 10, 15 cents or something. At least get, like I said, something out of it if it runs another dollar, pick up some more money. But It is coming back, and hopefully, like I said, this thing could bounce quickly right back up there and stuff. So, but interesting enough, like AMC today was down, and that was up really strong earlier in the day. GameStop, and like I said, I think what it is the meme people, they take their money and they go back and forth because, as you know, when you're trading on these different systems, and our Coinbase account from all the way down at 55,000 yesterday, all the way back up to 61,000. But a lot of these people, when they're trading, with the stocks, with cryptocurrency, you can buy and sell all day long. With the stocks, you only can make so many trades a day. You have to have so much cash in your account. So I think a lot of them just move back and forth, and it seems like there's definitely a correlation between them all and stuff. But yeah, like I said, overall, great day in the markets today. Markets were up strong again. Almost all losses from Monday have been erased. After hours, Dow futures are up a little bit. Some earnings have been coming in terrific, blowing out earnings estimates. Other earnings are coming in horrible, not doing very well. So definitely have to watch all of them. But take some questions. And Ancient Pack, did you make money from slots last night? I did not. I was up really strong. I was up good, then I went down, then I came back really strong, and then unfortunately I played that Ocean Grand Machine and put back some of my profits plus a little bit. So did not make any money on it. Devin says, I'm in both, so I felt the bounce back and forth. So definitely bouncy today. Mike the Fish, GM halting production due to chip shortage. Yeah, this chip shortage is big. I don't know about I know like some of these companies are slowing down production and stuff, but yeah, I mean, this chip shortage is definitely big and going to affect a lot of people. But after hours down a little bit, they had a good update today. So it'll be interesting. Mr. Hopar, what's up, Scott? Playing Bank of America, 1,000 calls at average 19 cents, sold at 72 cents, up day in the market. Awesome. Congratulations. And like I said, some of these calls are very cheap, and if you can catch these on some big moves and stuff, BOA. If you can catch these calls, on the days when they're moving, it's huge. You can really, there's a Bank of America BA, there we go. Where's the Bank of BAC? You can definitely play them, but yeah, Bank of America, good day today, up 77 cents. So hopefully, I don't know what strike price you have, but hopefully it does good. Devin, check out XELA. I've been in it for over a year before the RS, but loaded my position 2 weeks ago. XELA. There wasn't any really big movers today. I mean, there's some stuff, 30%, but none of those big 100, 200% movers today in the marketplace. Xella up 6% today, so up a little bit after hours. Don't know anything about this one, but low of $1, high of 782, so it's just right there in the middle. If you look at the 6-month chart, looks like it's above where it's been. So maybe it's getting set for a little breakout or something. Never know. So. Drew, $5 super chat. Raja, if you had just 100K, what would you invest it in? Definitely not cryptocurrency. If I had $100,000, I would probably, if that was all I had, I would probably take $20,000, just keep it in cash just as a cushion so I have a backup. And then I would probably pick 2 or 3 different things, to invest it in. Something that's a nice steady stock with a dividend, you can make some money. And, maybe you put 25% towards high risk that you're willing to, to lose, and 25% towards a medium risk. But I don't know, like Apple, some of that stuff. The hard part right now with a lot of this stuff right now is it's up so high, or near its highs. It's, you don't want to really get in. Apple today had a little down day. It was up stronger yesterday and up this morning and stuff. But it's tough because, all these stocks have, skyrocketed. So it's, it's hard to say where they're going to be. People think Tesla's going to come back. I think Tesla is going to just take a huge dump into the 500s again, especially if they still own that Bitcoin. So it's going to be interesting. But Apple, Microsoft, I like them all. Facebook, I don't know. They're all going to have great earnings. But I just can't believe how high, this Facebook already is. It'll be interesting if they can, keep up with the earnings and keep these stocks running. Facebook could look for a stock split, something like that. So definitely be interested. Brian, FBRX, August 20s. 21, $30, put $5 premium, not bad, that's a good premium. Lord Beerus, Raj, I'm down to hoping for a big move on CCIV tomorrow and Friday. Only thing that was green was my SOS call for 2.5 expiration Friday. Got 100 contracts. These should pay big tomorrow. Well, good luck on them. Hope they do well for you. Like I said, a lot of these just keep moving and stuff. So Travis says, I'd short Tesla. I think Tesla is, like I said, way overvalued. It's not a meme stock. And I think Elon has really lost the respect of a lot of these people who looked up to him and believed him, just because so many of these people have been getting hurt. It's, this guy was a godsend, with all his, calls and everything. And he just, kind of went haywire a little bit on these people. He really kind of let them down and stuff. Dogecoin 17 cents. From 2.5 cents, 17 cents is terrific. But this thing was 73 cents. If you bought it, the night he was going on SNL and, he changes his mind and, he's just all over the map. So be interesting. John, what sector will take over for retail in fourth quarter? And now that everything is online, love to see more penny runs during fourth quarter for some Christmas cash. It'll be interesting what takes over for the fourth quarter now that everything is online. But people still want to go to stores. People still want to get out there and stuff. So it'll definitely be a interesting holiday season. But it's also going to be based on stimulus and how the market does and everything going on with it and stuff. So hopefully continues. Ren Slots, I hope it's not sale on the news this earnings, but it very well could be. No, the only thing that's scaring people, the market is on fire. It's doing well. These companies are doing really well. The thing that's scaring everybody is this new Delta variant, with COVID and stuff and the shutdown. And there's going to be stocks that get affected. The cruise industry is going to get affected. Travel is going to get affected if stuff shuts down. Here's the thing. I don't think states. I think we're a ways off from back to limited dining hours, 50% occupancy, and stuff like that. We're going to obviously go back to mass first. That'll last for a couple of months, but it's going to affect buffets and some of those other places, more heavily than it's going to affect a lot of other places and stuff. Crazy Carl, I'm up Alf every day. Buy low, sell high. Works for me. Keep doing it, Crazy Carl. If anyone can, it's you. So. Andrew says, what do you think of Robinhood going public? Well, I think for them it's tremendous. They're going to make a lot of money, take in a lot of money. I think for the investors, and they're using their platform to obviously, pipe their IPO, to fill their IPO. But I think the valuation is very, very on the high side. There's not a lot of room for upside on that valuation and going public. They're not doing any favors for any of us. It's all about them. So it'll be interesting. Ren Slots, are you going to simplify your portfolio while you're on vacation? I bet it'd be nice to do that. No, I'll probably just leave it where it is. I'm just going to say, I'm going to hedge for next week, so it's not, and I have internet connection wherever I go, but I don't, with what I'm doing and what I'm playing, and if you're watching my portfolio, I'm betting on CCIV for the next couple of weeks to, hopefully go up more, but at least stay above 25. And if I can pick up 500,000-600,000 a week for the next couple of weeks on hedging it, and this position can maintain itself or go higher, or we can work it up and stuff, I'm going to come out very well. So I'm not too worried. Obviously, it's fluctuated a lot, and we're down 2 million plus from 2-3 weeks ago. But we've seen this before, and I come right back pretty strong. If CCIV has one good run, even today when CCIV was 24.50, my portfolio was up 200,000 for the day, because at 24.50 this will be back to 350, and these are still worthless. So at the end of the day, that's why you hedge stuff, to take the bite. So while we're down 400 here, we are up, a couple of 100,000 here and stuff. And I just, sometimes it's just timing. I didn't get the right timing on these hedges to put them out. But if you look at the chart, if we go to the chain, you look at for next week, like the 25s, you have one that's going to expire worthless, but sometimes you have to buy them back and do it a little sooner, because if there is a dip or moves around, we want to protect ourselves. But the 25 sitting at 36 cents, the 25 for next week's $1.17. That's 80 cents difference. So on 800,000 shares at 80 cents, that's a $640,000 gain next week. So if CCIV sits right at $25, I gained $640,000. If CCIV drops some more, at least I get $640,000. But it's a nice hedge against 8, of the long position that I'm in. So at least at 60 cents difference, this can go all the way down to 220. It's interesting. CCIV was down 80 cents today. This went down 53 cents. It moved pretty heavily, compared to these. So it's interesting, the movement. But, if CCIV was to go down another point, when this was down another dollar, or when CCIV was around 23, or when CCIV was at, the right number, when CCIV was at, $22, when CCIV was at $22, these were around $2. So, I've got a little cushion in there. I mean, obviously, if it drops 5 points, this is going to go to $1. We're all screwed. It's not going to be pretty, but I still have 7 weeks to hopefully it comes back, or 7 weeks I'll keep selling. A 24 or 25. I'll sell a 23 if we have to. That's why I'm leaving some cash on hand. So I do have, $1.7 million, because when I do go down and sell, just like this one here, I had to put up with 2,000 shares, 200,000, or 2,000 contracts, 200,000 shares of stock. I have to put up $200,000. So if I wanted to, this is another move. If let's say this isn't doing anything, and I want to go, lower these 6,000 shares down, I would have to, for 1 point, it would cost me 600,000. Let's say I want to do the 23s because it was tanking or something. It cost me 1.2 million, which I have now available. And let's say, instead of 30 cents, we get 60 cents, or we got 80 cents or something. You can pick up $1 million, not a million. You could pick up on 600,000 shares, an extra 50 cents, 300 extra $1,000. So hedging works really well. If sometimes it works against you, sometimes it works reverse of it and stuff. James says, thoughts on Amazon running till earnings. Amazon has run so much, and Bezos is under heavy attack. With this whole space flight and different stuff. I think it's a bunch of BS, and I actually just wrote an article the other day about it on the Big Jackpot on my blog. But everybody's like, hey, instead of going to space, why don't you, fulfill all those teacher wish lists, for school supplies or this. People don't understand it. It's your money. I don't know why everybody thinks they're so entitled to tell everyone else what to do with their money. I've never had any millionaires or billionaires telling me what to do with, my money and saying, you need to go do this, you should do that with your money. No, I don't know why people. How about just go get a job and work? It's not your job to tell everyone, he's under all the, all these actresses and, people, why don't you, and also, it's his money. He made money. If he wants to go blow, $10 million to go fly to space or whatever it cost him, it's his money. He's entitled to do it. If I want to go to the casino tonight and blow $10,000, if all my bills are paid, if all my employees are paid, and my taxes are paid, and everything's paid, and my kids are going to go to college, and I can eat tomorrow, then I can go blow and do whatever I want with my money. And that's what people don't understand with some of these is that. But I think that stuff all puts pressure on it, and like I said, through this whole COVID and stuff, and with these riots and protests, people just have learned they can just get away with so much more. But it's fine to express your opinion. I just think it's a totally wrong opinion of what these people are saying. Crazy Carl, I have a question. You've been doing this a lot longer than Trump was president and kept going up, right? When Biden, it's like a roller coaster. Are we making more money on our opportunities? I think the name Sleepy Joe is fitting for Biden at times. Sometimes he's awake, sometimes he's sleeping. It's very interesting. I thought Trump kind of pushed China a little hard and different stuff, but I can tell you, I think Biden hates China more than Trump even hated China. China, between the COVID and products and production, and everybody putting tariffs back and forth, you would think they could figure out a way to work together, but Biden's put a lot of, since Biden's been in office now, you just have so much stimulus money. I mean, you can't dump $6 trillion into a market and not have a market rally, but I don't know what Biden's going to do 2 years from now that's going to rally this market. Yeah, there's, the infrastructure and building roads, but you can't find nobody to work. So I don't know who's going to build all these roads. And, 2-3 years is a long time just for road building if there's nothing to dump, a bunch of money into stimulus and stuff. So, let's see. Harry, Raja, why stop doing Apple short puts? Those work so well for you at the beginning. So, I've done some occasionally, and I do some out of my other accounts. The biggest problem the biggest problem is the premium. It's just it's horrific. It's awful. If we look at the chart, let's say we pull up a chain. Apple's moved some days 2-3 points, and I mean, you could just, the premium on it is just, horrible. Plus, they've changed, where you only had to leverage, 30%. Now they want 70%, so you can't ride as many of them. So that also creates a bigger problem. But, look at these premiums. So, let's say we went out to next week. Apple's sitting at $145.40. It's a little bit up higher now than it's been. But some of these premiums on the, put side were, horrible. So, $3 is a little bit better. 2%, on it, but I want stuff where you can make 5-8%. So let's say here you're at 145, you're getting about a little over 2%. You take something like CCIV on a chain for next week. Let's say CCIV is at 23.43. You did the 23.50. You're getting $1.86. You're talking about 7-8%. So it's a 4 times better. It's a higher risk probably, but it's a 4 times better premium to do that and stuff. Unknown Prodigy. I have to respectfully disagree. $1 billion is too much money. What you have compared to Bezos is nothing. So I'm not even sure what you're saying, but it doesn't matter what he has. It's his money. He can spend it however he wants. It's not his job to feed hungry kids. It's not his job to buy school supplies for teachers. He runs a business. And the amount of money is irrelevant. If you're a millionaire and have extra money, if you make $10 an hour and you have extra money, it's not your responsibility or job. The government already punishes people who are successful by not giving us, earned income credits for our kids. And, it's funny. It's all our taxes and money that are paying for everything and giving away all this stimulus and all these bonus programs, but yet the government won't give us the stimulus and the bonus programs. So, it's definitely interesting how our government looks at everything, kind of backwards, in my opinion. Dane says, CYDY is starting its recovery this week. May snag a breakthrough destination for a cancer indication with this drug. I'm all in. Hope you have a better luck the rest of the week than Birthday Black Widow. Thank you, Dane. And good luck on yours. Hopefully CYDY keeps going. So, Renslots, most all billionaires end up giving away their money to charities. So no, most billionaires do give quite a bit to charity, but like I said, it's their choice to what charities they want to give to and what they believe in and stuff. It's their money. Let them, decide what they want to do and stuff. So John says markets will be fine as long as the Fed continues to pump money into it. They will, or inflation, or they don't raise the risks and stuff, or rates. So let's see. Bailey says, thoughts on CCIV after the merger tomorrow? Well, new name change. I'm hoping it goes. So definitely be interesting. John, I'm wishing CCIV takes off and you can get those swaps paid out and you're 38% back. So definitely be interesting. Devin, it's your money. Spend it when you want. People made money during the spaceship manufacturing process. That's true. And that's why I always tell people, they say, well, you bought expensive cars or you have this, you have that. And it's my money. Spend it how you want. It's even like when I go to the casino and they go, oh, you just wasted $10,000. The other night I wasted $200,000 doing $5,000 spins in the casino. But you know what? There was a housekeeper who got paid. There was a butler who got paid. There was a limo driver who picked me up who got paid. There was an airline that I flew on who, paid everyone. There was a guy who built the hotel. There's a guy who built the airport. There's a guy who paved the road for my car that I bought to drive to the airport. There's a guy at the gas station who made money selling me gas so I could drive my car to the airport. There's guys in all the restaurants that I went to and ate that made money in the hotel. There's a guy, people don't understand. It's part of the economy. It's how the world works and how money goes. And it's your money. Spend it how you want. Enjoy it. If you work hard for it, if you want to take high risk and gamble some of it, and that's what you enjoy, you do it. Like I said, I give plenty to charity myself. I always help people out, so I have no problem sleeping at night if I go and blow $10,000 in the casino instead of giving $10,000 to the food bank today. It doesn't bother me one single bit, and it's not my responsibility. Everybody, especially in this labor market and how hard it is for me to find staff right now, and I can tell you, I pay my staff very well and above labor prices because I'd rather pay more than have to look for staff. And it is every single business everywhere looking for staff and labor and stuff. But guys, that's what I got for you today for Raja Makes Money. I hope you guys, like I said, did good in the markets. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have a nice day. It's going to be exciting 2 days with the vote tomorrow for CCIV. Not sure if it's before the market, during the market, or after the market. And then, of course, if the vote is a yes, then the name change takes place on Friday that fast. So, which is kind of interesting that, like, if the vote doesn't go through tomorrow, like the whole thing crashes and it's over, or if it goes through tomorrow, they just cut the check for the $4.5 billion on the spot. I don't know. Interesting stuff. Don't know how all that works, but maybe we'll get a better inside scoop on it tomorrow or Friday from CCIV. But hopefully we'll have an exciting couple of days. Hopefully CLOV keeps coming. That's the big one. I'd love to see that thing come up a couple of points. But thank you guys so much for watching. And same time, same place tomorrow. Raja Makes Money. See you guys then.